What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Homie and the Dude, here with another episode of the Sky Realm. I'm Bodhi, your unexceptional Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by our exceptional cast of players in this empty chair. I just want to give a couple of shout-outs before we get started. Shout out to the art team of Josh, Vic, and Alex. Shout out to the editing and live production team, Becky, Ben, Emily, all you guys. And also shout out to Reven, our moderator in our Discord server. We appreciate you, dude, very, very, very much. Outside of that, also check out the sponsor for this episode in this series, Underground Oracle Publishing. All of the content that you see Blake playing, his character, his lineage, as well as also the spells and things that he's using, that was all created by Underground Oracle Publishing. They make awesome third-party D&D content and Cypher content as well, so check them out. Otherwise, if you're sat comfortably, then here's a little recap for you before we begin. So, little recap. Last time our players were deep within a heist, battling their way through the water reservoir, stealing some water, trying to break Barnaby out, as the streets of the People's Republic were in disarray. Fire and burning and chaos, as Uma dies, Reshi goes down, and as the Dawn's hideout is raided by the Imperials, we come back into the story and we rejoin our players. So, if you are sitting comfortably, then now let's begin.
Cut back to the basement team. And we're going to start initiative again. So, Blanco, you're up first.
Blanco, in his head, is like, oh my God, I dealt with fire. It sort of like gave him this sort of bravery that he's not felt being around fire before. Before, it's always been this terrible scar on him. And he realizes that, yes, what happened in his past doesn't have to define his future. And he's like, don't worry, Arna, I've got your back. And he runs over sort of part of round the corner and casts Hunter's Mark on the next guard. Takes his regular arrow from his quiver and pulls back and fires with his arrow at the guard.
Cool. Go for it. I assume you're going to use your extra attack, so roll 2 attacks. Roll both of your attacks.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, nat 20.
No fucking way!
Get out!
Episode of Nat 20s. The episode of Nat 20s.
This is crazy. How many have we had? Oh my God.
That's like at least what? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I'm sweating. Okay, go on. And you roll your second attack.
Oh, a 3.
A 3. Cool. And roll your damage. So it's all of the damage that your arrow was going to do doubled, basically.
Yeah.
And you can double your Hunter's Mark as well, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
And if you want to add Colossus Slayer, or you want to add your Channel Grief, you'll also get to double that as well.
I'm going to wait to see that, because I'm killing these guards with like, I just want to see what it does, because if so, it might be that I then shift and try and put my Hunter's Mark, because if someone dies, I can put it onto the next mark.
Cool. So roll all that damage. So your arrow and your Hunter's Mark doubled.
Yeah. Can I have another 8?
Excuse me.
The one there. Here, got it. and then it is 2d6s.
Oh, and it's a +1 bow, so whatever you get to the damage, you get a +1 as well, of course.
8. That's 8 and 4 is 12. And 10, 22, 23. 23 points of damage.
Amazing. So, Blanco, as you round the corner, you pull the bow on the perfect side, so you're almost like bending yourself around the corner to shoot him. You loose the first one, but you've done this in training a million times. You loose the first one with half the bow's poundage, a dummy arrow to disguise the true shot behind it. The first arrow flies and dips low in front of him. As he sees the arrow dip, he looks back up to see the second one hit him square in the chest. Boom, as he recoils backwards as the arrow pierces him. And you take a hefty chunk of damage on him. He takes one knee for a second, and you hear him breathing heavily as he grabs onto the stone wall and pulls himself back up, draws his scimitar and says, "You fucked now, pooch," and stands facing you. Anything else from Blanco?
I am going to then...
you did your bonus action because you did Hunter's Mark. You did your 2 attacks.
I'm going to move and have cover behind the cart.
I would say you can probably dip back to the wall, so he's going to have to poke out and get a shot.
Yeah, I'll come back like 5, 10
that's about
feet.
It. Like that. So you could literally just move right here. There you go. Cool. Cool.
And I yelled to her, "He's taken damage!"
Amazing. Arnar, it's your go. You can also respond as you please.
Good. Arnar, is Barnaby awake?
Barnaby is asleep, sound asleep. He's snoring, actually.
Okay.
And as he's snoring, little bubbles, because he's like on his side, little bubbles in the water are like as he's snoring away.
Okay, I am going to actually, shit, I think that is a bonus action to turn off my pen. I'm gonna do that because I can't.
It's a free action to, it's a 2 action, it's a bonus action to click it off. Sorry, it's a free action to click it on, free action to click it off, but if you want to do both in a turn, then it's a bonus action. So you can click it off
free
again.
action, click it off, put it in my pocket. I'm gonna hoist Barnaby onto my shoulders like a fireman carry so that I can have both fists available if I need them to be.
Amazing.
So this is the gate.
Yeah.
18. I mean, I'm just gonna yell, "We need to leave. We have the boy." And it's like, right.
I hear you.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna action. Use my action to dash.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna use my body to kind of shield Barnaby from any incoming hats, I suppose.
Well, they've thrown their hats, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both thrown their hats.
Both of them were.
I was scared that there would be like layers of hats, so they would take off a layer of a hat and throw it, and then have another layer, and they throw another layer of
pop
hat.
collar. The pop collar.
Amazing. So at this moment, Blanco, you're kind of up against the wall with your bow like against your chest. Arnar, with Barnaby on his shoulders, fists out, just runs past you like fucking trying to get out of there. As Arnar shouts, "It's time to get out of here, we've got the boy." You hear the other 2 guards go, "They're trying to escape with one of the prisoners! Don't let them out!" And that's the guard's turn. This one's gonna see Arnar come around the corner and just rush you, of course.
Fuck yeah, come at me.
It's the only way. The only way. Let me get my character. Cool. Okay. He's gonna make 2 attacks. Wow. Are you joking me? That is a. Okay. That's a 16 to hit, and the other one's a 5, so misses.
16 will hit. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't have much in the way of armor class. I'm wearing a fucking vest right now.
Even when you're raging, does that?
just
that
half
decreases
damage.
the damage I take. So right
Oh,
now I
okay.
functionally have 120 hit points. If we're talking non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, I'm just a wall of meat at this point.
Cool. So that is you are gonna take 16 points of piercing damage as he runs up and goes to like stab into you. You manage to like sidestep, but it slices a bit of your abdomen, and you feel that warm feeling that gets you just a little bit more angry.
I think he's focusing, but
Yeah.
there's that part of the mall that slips in where like this manic grin kind of slithers onto his face. Now that blood has been drawn a bit more.
Awesome. So he's done that. This guy's gonna take his action to get shot, and he is just gonna straight up throw his one of his swords at you, Sam.
Wow. Okay.
That is a 15.
That just hits. Yeah.
It's gonna be. So you take 2 points of piercing damage as he throws the scimitar at you, and you like bat it away with your hand, and just like it's just the clang of the metal against your bracer is just a little bit jarring as you clang this sword away. That's the end of that round of combat. At this point, the water is now easily at like waist height. Going forward, all movement's going to be halved for you guys in the basement. Cool. Cut back to the water team. You guys are upstairs. You're not in initiative. What would you like to do, guys?
We're getting out of here, right?
The other water sack filled. All three full.
Toad, can you just try to get a hold of them down below? We've
busy.
not heard from them.
They're busy. They're busy. They're busy.
Well,
That's all 100%.
Okay, can you take Reshi up? I'm not going to leave until I know they're okay. I can
We'll all
swim
go
in
down.
there.
Then it's fine. I can swim too.
Let's get Reshi out of here. I mean, we cannot leave. We can't leave without knowing whether they're okay or not. Right now, they could be dead down there.
Are you? I know you're busy. Can you give me a sign that you're still alive?
You hear Arnar from within your pocket, a gurgle from under the water at this point.
What did they say? Toad, what did they say?
They didn't say anything, so I don't know.
We can't go. We can't go. We can't
Fine,
go. We're
we'll
going
back
down.
Let's go down. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll go down, and we just have to deal with whatever guards are down there, I guess. But
We can. I got one other thing. Let's see if Oliver knows anything. Oliver.
Hello, yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. What's going on, my boy?
We are going down because we can't hear them unless you tell us otherwise.
Wait, you're going into the building?
We're going down to save our party unless you tell us otherwise.
Okay, let me try and reach them. Give me one moment. Arnar, basement team, come in, basement team. Are you guys all right? What is going on? You hear bubbles coming up from your pocket
Yeah, I
at
don't
this
think
point.
we can respond from that.
Yeah. And he goes, all I'm hearing, there's just background noise. I'm not hearing much at all. It sounds like they're underwater or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Look, what's imperative is that, you guys do your job. Make sure you get the water out. If we lose the water and Barnaby, then we've lost everything. Are you sure you want to go in after them?
Hang on one second, Oliver. Avis.
What are you going to do? Take a tea break? What do you mean, hang on one second?
Just hang on. Avis.
Ulfer, listen, let's just go. Let's just go because Ulfer's right. If we lose the water, what have we gained? What was all of this for? I have utmost confidence that R&R and Blanco are completely fine. They have multiple exits out down there, and the water is streaming down.
I don't want to leave them. I don't want to leave them.
I know you don't.
Toad, Evis, you guys go up. I'm gonna stay.
I'm not leaving.
Evis, we can't leave him. We can't leave him.
He's kind of dazed and it's kind of getting more actually at this point. He's gonna go down. He's gonna like if that's what Joe wants to do. He's just gonna go down. He's kind of dazed, seeing what happened to Reshi, just after killing that man. Yeah.
We just had to revive Reshi. We don't have. What if you go down?
Evis, we all came in together. We're either all leaving together.
Toad's already dipping, so as I guess like Toad's already going down. Like he's already.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Toad, as you come to the stairwell and you're kind of like floating there, you look down and you can see that there's about 15 guards trying to like work their way through the water up the stairs to you guys at the moment. There's like 15 of them in this stairwell kind of winding down to the first floor.
So I'll come back up and there's 15. There's no way if you want to get down there, there's no way. Geo, there's 15 of them.
Yeah. Geo, sometimes we have to do things that aren't good or popular. Sometimes we have to make decisions that benefit us, and that's okay. Because sometimes survival is the only thing you can do. So we need to go.
Guys, I could see lights in the bottom floor. Shit looks like it's going off. There's guards running in and out of the building. All kinds of shit is going off. Guys, what's the plan? You said 1 second. What's the plan, everyone?
We're
send
going.
as much help as you can down there. We don't know if they're alive or dead. And I come up to Evis and I reach out my hands to Evis and I say, Evis, I can't leave them.
We won't leave. What?
Geo, we have to go. Yes, they might be dead, but there's nothing we can do about it now. You're the one who wanted to get us into this. Like, this is like your water runner, right? This is all what this is all about, right? Doing this whole thing. And so if that's what you want to do, that's what we're doing this for you, then we're getting the hell out of here. So let's go.
We're protecting you.
Let's go. If you're a fucking water runner, let's get out then. That's what you want to do. Remember that whole speech? That this is all this is for. So let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear you say like, oh, we'll go back down there because we can't change your fucking mind now. So we gotta go. So let's get the fuck out of here, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to hear it. We're leaving.
And I kind of keep Reshi in my hands and I say, okay, I'll follow you guys. I do. I follow them, but my heart is broken right now because I'm really, really torn.
I know.
But I'm following them, and I'm looking backwards down the stairs as I'm following them.
You see the guards be like, oi, you lot, come back here, as they're like holding onto the wall, being like, guy, don't you stay there. We're coming for you.
I think I still have, this whole time I'm still concentrating on that spell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw some bolts at them. I know we're not in initiative, but fuck it.
Beautiful. Let's get Gusty up in here. I love it. I love it. So they are going to make their strength checks to see whether they can withstand the power. About half of the group withstands the wind. The other half fall into the half that were withstanding it, and they all, like fucking dominoes, go tumbling down the stairs with the water that's pulling on them as well. As they do, can you roll your damage, your 1d8, and I'll just add that to all of them. They can all take the same damage.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna add I can add Bardic Inspo to damage, right?
No, only to check.
Okay.
You have to be a different kind of bard to do that.
Subclass. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Then that's a 3.
A 3. Beautiful. You see, like half of the ones that were holding on are a bit like, and some of them like fall off because of it, and it's just it's literally like a shit show. You just see bodies like toppling over each other as water is pulling up, and almost their bodies kind of block the lower doorway to the next room as like the stairwell kind of begins like filling as they're all kind of tumbling and getting wedged, and it's just a shit show right now. Those Geo and Evis, as you are trying to also walk through this torrent of water and then get yourself to those dry stairs, can you guys please make a strength check for me as you're on the stairwell? And I assume Geo, I assume Toad, you're flying.
Fuck. I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration now, actually. Because that's better than a 1. Well, a 3 is still better than a 1.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
At least
so
it's not a nat 1.
I've rolled a 20, and I'm gonna use my last watch of time turning for Evis.
Yo.
So, beautiful. Evis, you can re-roll your check.
Okay, great.
And that includes the bardic too, technically, right? Since we're going back in time.
Yeah,
So-
100%. You can re-roll your bardic. I'm
Ooh.
down.
Okay, yo, alright.
Geo and Clutch.
That went from a 1, that went from a 3 to an 18, so thank you.
So,
Geo and the Clutch again.
So in the second timeline that Geo has now created, as Evis and Geo and Toad make their way towards the stairwell and go, Geo pushes through the water and gets to the dry stairs. Toad flies over. As Evis goes to grab onto the banister, they slip. And they begin being pulled by the water. As they do, Evis tumbles back into the water, down the stairs, into the cacophony of guards. Geo, the last thing you see before you press the button is one of the guards that's kind of got a bit of room, pulls a dagger from his belt and goes to stab Evis as you quickly press the button. Evis comes back up the stairs, and all the guards are like, that guard puts his knife back away, and like, it's all just like in rewind. You kind of come back out of the water, and then suddenly clicks back into this now third timeline apparently we've created, and you and Toad and Geo pulls through the water, gets through. Toad flies over. Evis grabs onto the banister, has a little bit of a moment of apprehension, but then pulls themselves forward and up as well into the dry stairwell. You guys are completely safe in the dry stairwell. I assume you're rushing up to that top door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I unlatch it.
Well, first of all,
Just
as you get to the
immediately.
door, you hear voices behind the door being like, open up! What the fuck is going on down there? You hear like banging on the door on the other side.
We need help. There's a flood. Come quick, get down here. There's a flood. We need all hands on deck.
So you're gonna open the door and just say this to them?
I'm gonna say this now before we open the door, because we
Okay.
can hear
Oh,
them.
smart.
They're like, what? The water's flooding. Holy shit,
a
we heard
flood.
something
We
going
know.
on in the tank. Okay,
We-
go open the door. We'll come in and help.
Okay, so I look at them and I'm saying like, I'm just gonna open the door.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just open the door. Beautiful. I'm gonna just roll to see like momentum. Like they're probably leaning on the door and things like that.
Mhm.
So one of the 4 guards on the roof topples through the door, down the stairs, falls. And Tom, can you please make a fate check? Let's see what happens to this guy as he falls down the stairs.
It's an 11. I do have inspiration. I do have lucky as well, if I need
It's all
it.
good. 11's all good. He falls down the stairs, and he kind of falls head first, and as he kind of hits the wall, you see his like back move in a way that is definitely not natural, and you hear some sort of ungodly crunch as he then lays lifeless up against the wall. And the other guard's like, oh, fuck, no! Jesus, Ben, holy cow! And they're like,
there's more people down there. Quick, there's more people down there. I'm just gonna talk like I know what I'm doing. We need hell to help. There's water everywhere.
can you please make
Water
either a
at the bottom of the
persuasion or a deception check? And can you do it with disadvantage because you're literally stood with a turtle and a genasi just in it, like happened to be in this stairwell, none of you in guards outfits?
13.
18?
13.
13. Okay. With a 13, let me... Wow. I rolled a fat 7. So the guards are like, yeah, of course. They go, one of them goes to check their friend and is like, oh my God, holy shit. And then they see the water down the stairs. And they're like, oh, fuck, quickly, go block it. And they just rush down and completely ignore you guys.
Wow. Let's get to the top. We need to get down.
Well, we'll go the same way we came up. Come on.
Yep.
Well, that's fine, but is the ropes? Did we use a rope?
No,
yeah, we
you-
used the rope. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you
we
used
did, we
rope.
did,
You
that's
used
right.
rope for halfway down, and then you had the other half for you to climb up.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're gonna have 3 of the guards have gone past you. The one that fell down the stairs, and then the other 2 that were believing you. And then you're just going to see this one guard. Just this one guard over kind of by where you guys were climbing up, and he's inspecting the rope that you guys had kind of tied on the side of the building. He's like, huh? What's this? And he's like pulling up your rope. He's like, what the fuck? Who put this here? I didn't. And he turns around to just see you guys come out of the stairwell at the top of on the roof.
Siren steaming as a cantrip. If I don't know for initiative yet, but whenever we can go again, let me know.
Cool. You guys can roll initiative. Go for it.
Well, could we get a surprise since like we see him first or no?
100%. Yeah. First round, definitely surprise. Definitely surprise.
And so that's an 18 for my initiative.
What surprises with advantage?
No, surprise just means he doesn't get to go the first round.
Okay. I got a 17.
Where's Evis to? Where are you, Evis? There you are, at the top here, being all sneaky and such. Alright, let's move you guys over here, probably, and you here. Cool. There you go, guys. So what were people's initiatives? Sorry, let's go back to that. Go for it, guys.
18.
So, 18. Tom?
17.
17, beautiful.
Initiative, I didn't roll it. Oh, fuck me, 8.
So first up in initiative is Toad.
Right. Oh.
Guard is,
Yeah.
there you
Feet. Okay. I'm just gonna fly. Let me see. We'll hop over. Because I'm just gonna do this within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Let me go over here and just so we'll be right here. I'm gonna do siren seeming, and so he has to make a wisdom 15 save.
Oh my god. Rolled a 5.
He has to come
Jesus
towards
Christ.
me. The siren steaming, he has to the dash action towards me. So he's just
On
come
his
towards
turn.
me.
On his turn or straight away?
Let me see. I think on his turn.
I would imagine if it's saying a dash action, then it's probably gonna be on his turn.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly like over the edge, just just enough so he can't like touch me. So he's gonna try to fly towards me, but he won't be able to to get me.
Okay,
I'm gonna
awesome.
say, you guys go head towards the rope.
Amazing. Cool. Next up is Geo.
And so what's the condition of the guard right now?
He is transfixed on Blake and is gonna rush towards him.
Yeah, I'm playing just like a nice kind of almost like a lullaby.
Okay. And that's the only guard we see.
Yep.
Okay. I will. If I do a spell, does that break what Blake has done to him, or is it just
No,
on top of it?
not at all.
It loads,
Not at all.
It loads on top. Okay, I'm gonna do a hold person spell on him, which is a wisdom.
He was about to run towards Blake. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
why? Yeah. I think I've done Siren Sema before, maybe not. So I mean, if that's what we're gonna do, because that kind of he's
That's a
already
good
gonna
point,
be he's already gonna be coming. So I don't know what whole person would.
I'm just wanting to make sure that you aren't in any danger.
Not because I'm flying I'm over here. He can't touch me, and so he just wants to come towards me. And so you can see the whole person you want to, but he's gonna have to try to come my way. That's that way
Okay.
you guys can be free to go.
Okay, then I see what Blake is doing. I see what Toad is doing, and I will carry Reshi around the other side of the water tank, just so that I avoid him completely, and make my way to the rope. But I don't go down the rope. I wait for Avis.
Okay. So you're gonna go. So
And I'll
with
use
your
my dash action.
cool. So dash, you can get to about here. So
Okay.
cool.
Yep.
Cool. Evis, you're up.
Okay, great. So are we interested in killing this guy or not?
I just want to kill nobody. I mean, it's up to you. If everyone wants to go, Evis can do whatever's got to do. But Toach wants
Zap,
to
zap,
get
zap,
out.
zap, zap.
Oh, I just realized. Okay. All right. So, hold on. Okay. So I think instead, what I'm gonna do is sorry.
I would say escape's probably the main thing. I think we're dealing with.
Well, I have slow fall, but I'm contemplating like how, but I can only use it on myself, unfortunately. But how high is this, Bodhi?
You're about it's a
3 stories.
It's a 3-story building, so you're looking at probably 60 feet, I imagine, something like that.
Okay, yeah. So, beginning 4th level, you can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level. So, I can reduce my damage by 30.
Oh, Jesus.
If I just decide to yeet myself over the side.
that'd be so
You know what? Fuck it.
Totally.
I'm gonna take. You know what? Evis is gonna do this. Evis is gonna take the bags of water, as many bags of water as I can. So I assume just 2, and just hoist them up over their shoulders and be like, "Well, I'll see you on the ground," and then yeet themselves over the side.
I'm just playing the harmonica. Just like if you hear the harmonica slow a little bit, like what the.
And just yeet themselves over the wall, and do slow fall, and then it's very like Mary Poppins, like.
I imagine as well, like wind is kind of like wisping up and like catching you as you're kind of falling down. And as you kind of hit the ground with a gentle fall, I'm going to roll the damage and let's see if it's over. I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be over 30. I'm not going to roll that. That's stupid. Why am I doing that? It's not going to be. No way. So as you hit the ground very gently, you look in front of you and you can hear now the chaos in the city. You tune back into the city around you, and you can hear screaming in Uptown. You can see smoke coming up from the buildings in front of you that lead to Midtown and downtown. As far as you can tell, the city is a shit show right now.
Fuck.
I get closer to the edge. I see Evis has landed and is safe. I see that Toad is occupied this other guard, so I now know what my mission is. And I'm looking at the rope, and I'm second guessing myself. And I look down at Reshi and I say, Reshi, I might need some help. And I'm trying to talk to Reshi, and if you can, Reshi, help me lower myself down this wall. I don't know if I can do it.
You still have enhanced ability too.
The unconscious dragon just tongue out on the side, though they're still very much fiery and away and alive. Just no response to you.
Okay, so then I'm like, okay, and so I sort of tuck Reshi into a place in my shell, in a safe place in my shell, and I grab the rope and I turn around backwards and I take the first steps down. But I can feel my weight. I can definitely feel my weight, and also just the expenditure of energy over the last several minutes is making it's a difficult abseil down. So I'm trying to do my best to be as dexterous as possible.
Make me a dex. Make me a dex.
Do you have a song that Joe likes? Is there like a song that kind of calms, like maybe a hymn or something like that you like?
My people have an anthem. It's sort of like a song around being generous and just being selfless in your.
So with my enhanced ability, like that
I believe the song is called. I believe the song is called Band Aid. I believe is what that one is called, Band Aid.
That's exactly.
It's a pretty famous one from the Mitsuhiro.
So with that enhanced ability, you just hear that song like kind of as you're going down, like that song kind of just plays in your head. As like, because since I'm a bard, enhanced ability, it's like more of a musical player. So like you kind of hear it's like your favorite song, just that's like almost a calming as you kind of go down with that dexterity.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I'm envisioning, there's different images coming through my head. There's Uncle Haste, there's my mom, there's my dad, there's friends. There's tag, all of it. And I rolled a 6. So what is this, Dex?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage because of Blake's.
You have advantage in enhanced ability.
So the first one
Yeah.
is a 16, the second one is a 5. So that's 16 plus -1, so 15.
15. Yeah, you managed to use the rope and get yourself down. Fine. You do like land with a bit of a heavier thud and just take 1 bludgeoning damage as it's just a heavy landing on the ground. Toad, this guard rushes you, and as you're kind of floating off to the side, he just runs off the building.
He won't damage himself though, because with sirens seem like So if he can't get to me, they take 2d6 damage. And I imagine like a Beatles fan, like those rabid Beatle fans, like in their heyday, like he just like wants to come grab you. It's like, oh my god, this is playing the harmonica.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
he takes 2d6 psychic as I kind of float down slowly away
Cool.
from them,
Toad's just harmonica solo, like wild right now, like. And he's like, oh my god,
Jethro
this is
Tull
the
ass
greatest
shit.
gig ever. You see him like take his hat off and like to go to like take his like whatever his undershirt off, and he's like whipping around and throws it at Blake and is like, woo!
I just come down with I just come down with the draped off or whatever it is. It's like, okay, well,
How much damage?
It was a 9. 9 points of psychic damage.
As you drift away, he's like, no! No! Come back! No! Fuck no! As he collapses to his knees in existential pain and crisis in this moment.
The music does. Power music, baby.
As you guys hit the ground, you see suddenly on the road in front of you a woman run past. And her be like, oh my god, someone broke into my house. I can't find my husband. And then she just runs towards the docks and like disappears off around the corner.
I'll definitely say we're out. I'll definitely let them know like we're on the ground. We're heading to the rendezvous point. Yes, I'll let them know that in the
you hear Orphan be like, amazing. Okay, I will head towards Don Leon's as well. I'll meet you at the bathhouse. I'll meet you guys there.
Do we know the bathhouse? We know it's messed up though, so I don't know if we would. Because we know what happened.
You know that it was being raided, but you believe it was being raided in a day's time.
Okay, so we would go there. Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys grab Reshi, grab the bags, the sacks of water holding, and you run and disappear into Uptown and begin heading into Midtown. We'll come back to you guys in a minute. At this moment, we cut back into the bathhouse. You see, tipped over to the side is Uncle Faisal with a scimitar sticking out of his chest as he lays dead on the ground. You see the Don in the center of the room, breathing hard, almost looking more animal than humanoid at this point. As you can see in front of him, there's about 50 dead guard bodies just stacked up on each other. As suddenly a final group of guards kind of close in. You see them all like lunge in. He takes a couple of the swords before scratching one of them and casting a fireball on another and blasting him backwards and scorching the inside of his war room. As this happens, 2 more jump on him and grab his arms, and they eventually manage to, between 10 of them, wrestle him to the ground and handcuff his arms behind his back. As they do this, they're like, yeah, take that, you fucking kitty. Motherfucker, you're coming with us now, boy. And they lift him up, and as they do, the Don fucking kind of snarls at them and hisses at them, bearing his huge saber-toothed fangs at them as he does. And they begin walking him towards the lift, past all the dead bodies. There's no sign of Constantine. Because at this moment, we cut to Constantine in the streets of Midtown, heavily wounded, falling from one building to another as he goes, gripping his side as he does. Team Water, you bump into Constantine in the street as he's walking towards you. You see him holding onto a wall and kind of fall and crumble, like, ah!
You okay, man?
Whoa.
You're right.
Oh, shit, it's you guys. Oh, thank God. I thought with what's going on in the city, I was gonna have no chance. You know that the Dawn's being attacked tonight, right?
Tonight?
What?
Tonight?
Yeah, they just raided us. There was hundreds of them. Hundreds.
Evis is going to replace their their glove.
Mm.
And I actually have just because he's obviously in a lot of pain. I got that handy
punches?
healing. Mm-hmm.
Wow, I feel wow, my toothache's gone.
So just even like as
Run
a
over
reflex,
and-
replace it, and then lay hands on and heal. Roll my martial arts die plus my wisdom modifier. So, that is a D6 plus wisdom. So hold on. That's gonna be 4 points of damage. 4 points of healing at least.
Amazing. He kind of was like, oh, thank you, as he moves his hand and you see the skin that was cut just kind of seal back over and like kind of form. You're watching like tendrils of skin almost like attach themselves and weave back together as he like lifts that hand. He's like, oh, I managed to just get away. The Dawn told me I needed to find the water runners in Ulfur, deliver him a message, deliver all of you guys a message.
I can talk to Offer right now. What is it? Quick. What do you? Because it's Offer. Don't head to the rendezvous point's been it's been blown. Don't go there.
What's going on with the rendezvous point? What do you mean it's been blown? Me and Serge are on the way.
Don't go. Stop. Go somewhere else because it's been ransacked. It's been raided.
Where should we go? Should we go back to my house? Do you want to meet back at mine?
Do you think that'd be safe? Is there any other safe place we can go to? Could I go to
Yeah, go
our, would I think that our place, me and Arnor's place, would I think that place is somewhat like not like safe?
It's
Would that
definitely not a safe building because it's a salon for like looking after people. So it's got large glass windows. But as far as like notoriety, there's not a massive amount of notoriety on that place. In terms of it being a place where guards would maybe go and look for people. At this point, Constantine raises his hands and he goes, "Wait. What I've got to tell you, the Dawn wasn't sure to trust you before, but he said, it doesn't matter now. A gentleman came to us a week ago. He told us that he had the 40 stone, the second one. He said that it wasn't destroyed. He told us that he had it and that he'd hidden it. We didn't believe him, obviously, because why would we? It's a ridiculous story. But since that, we put tracks on him just to make sure, he wasn't lying. We had people follow him. He recently was taken by the Nadian Fence Guild, the Nadian Guild. And last we saw of him, he was taken to the fence in the red light district that Usha owns. I don't know. The Don said find him. He said find the stone. And do what you can. That's the message.
Nadian Guild. Okay.
Where are you heading? Where are you heading?
I was coming to find you guys. I'm getting out of the city though. This is too much. It's gonna be too hot. They're gonna increase the number of guards on the street. I'm getting out of the city tonight. I've got a little Wonder Zephyr hidden on the dock that I can take. I'm getting out of here though.
Well, we have a Zephyr too, right? Above table, we have like our own, because we got one, right?
2 Zephyrs to your name at the moment.
Okay.
You have the Pirate Zephyr and you have Ulfur Zephyr at the moment to your guy's name.
I'm not sure if we should go there so quickly as a group. Should we? We can head back to me and Arnar's place. It's not going to be, at least there's not going to be guards when there. It's in a kind of not a great area.
But you have to find him. You have to find Porthos, the man who said he had the stone. You guys have to.
Okay.
Let's
So
try.
Usha, who runs the fence in the red light district, is that what you said?
Yes, Usha in the red light district. That's exactly what I said.
Okay, Constantine, you be safe where you're going, and we'll do the same.
Okay, never speak of this to anyone. You never heard that message from anyone. And long live the Defiant. And he raises a fist to you guys before placing it on his chest, turning and going, be safe, as he then runs off down the street and disappears around the corner. At that
It's
moment,
not raise the fist, but yeah.
at that moment, we are going to cut back to Basement Team. Basement Team, we're starting back at the top of initiative. And Blanco, you're up first.
Yeah. I've now got this inner strength, and in my head, I'm like, Rosada, I can come home. You're going to be proud of me. I'm rescuing someone. And I step towards round R&R, and I take off Hunter's Mark, and I put Zephyr Strike on myself. And I attack with Channel Grief and Colossus Slayer.
Who are you? Which one are you attacking?
The guard that's right by R&R.
Cool. Yep. You're gonna make your move this way, and
Yeah, and I come round.
I'll give you flanking as well, so that you get advantage on the attack roll. Because you've used your bonus action to engage Zephyr Strike, you won't be able to do Colossus Slayer, but you will be able to do your Channel Grief.
Okay, all right.
Cool.
Because Colossus Slayer is no action.
Is it no action? I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bonus action.
No, it's not. It's a
cool.
no action.
Cool. In that case, then you're totally fine.
Okay.
Can you roll your attack?
I am doing that right now.
With
And I
advantage,
assume-
you.
I assume at this point you've drawn your rapier and are attacking with a rapier.
I was going to either do my rapier or my claws.
Cool. Either way.
Is what
Yep.
I was going to use. So I'm going to, rapier or my claws. Probably because I've got my longbow in my hand, like one hand.
So you're going to put that away. Draw.
No,
Oh,
I can
good.
hold my longbow and just use.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
I get a 22.
Easily hits.
Did you roll the advantage, see if you get a 20? Because you had advantage on it.
I actually rolled with another. I had rolled with one of Tom's dices first, instead of using my other one. So
Cool.
I get a 22. Does that hit?
Yeah, hits.
Okay, so I get an extra D8, another D8. I get another. Can I have another D8 from you? Yeah, and a D6. That's not great. That's better.
And you get your Zephyr Strike D8 as well.
Oh yeah.
That's
11 and 4 is 11 and 4 is 15.
15.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this, Blanco? As you see Blanco, almost anime style, slide next to Arnar, then slide past him and behind the guard, almost appear behind him, as if like he's just done it in like a flash. How do you want to do this, Blanco, killing this guard?
I come up and I use my claws because this is what Comthor had given me, and I'm so rooted now in feeling like that I have pride rather than shame. I'm building up, and I come back and I turn around, and because I've slid past him, I come from behind and I draw it down the back of his neck.
Amazing. So you claw from like in his hairline, down the back of his neck, and all the way down his spine to the base of his spine. You cut so deep that actually as the skin separates, you can see fat and stuff kind of oozing out, and you can see a bit of the spine bone kind of poking through the gap of the slash as he collapses to the ground like writhing in pain, and in the next couple of minutes just unable to move and unable to do anything, is kind of bleeding out into the water below. And I'll say as he collapses to the ground, he probably drowns as well. Multitude of different ways he dies.
As I turn around, and I come round and I'm spinning. I turn round and I go to an arrow. Keep running, and at that point I cast fog.
So because you've done your one attack, which is an action, you've done your bonus action Zephyr Strike.
I have
so
one more.
No, you can't cast another spell. You can't cast another level spell. You can only do no.
Okay, all right. And at that point, I keep moving away. I've said to Arnar, keep running.
There.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you get to about there. Cool.
Can I keep closer to the wall, please? Can I be
of course.
Yeah,
of course you can. There you go.
Thanks.
Arnar, it's your go.
I mean, part of me wants to polish this last guy off because then he's the last witness who's seen our face. We don't need a whole report of this going anywhere, you know. On the other hand, we have a free break essentially, so no. I'm debating.
Arnar, focused as ever, looks at his options, assesses the situation in front of him.
I'm not gonna be. Oh, I have a javelin. Hold on.
Oh wait, I have a javelin.
Wait a second.
Okay, I unfortunately can't do that because I want if I'm able to dash and if it's half movement for the water, right?
Yeah.
I can get here and just hop down the grate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I won't be able to throw any weapons, unfortunately.
Cool.
But you know what? That's not the objective of the mission. I'm sprinting. I'm just holding on to Barnaby as I hop into the sewers.
Blanco, as you run and stop to turn and look back at Arnar, you look back and you actually see him on the other side of you, run past you, barge through the door that you guys came out of, and you literally just hear as Arnar lands with a heavy thud in the sewers below. And you're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall into the sewers from the heavy fall as you jump in. Cool. Cool. Lastly, this guard is going to make his rush for Blanco and is going to try and attack Blanco. Here we go. Are you shit? I wish I could show you guys my camera right now. I just rolled a 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6. Fucking, I assume neither of those hit. So as he runs over, he's kind of like trudging through the water. He swings, you duck it, and his sword embeds between 2 bricks in the loose like concrete in the wall, and he jams it. He can't get it out to do his second swing, so he swings his fist, and you duck under that easily as well. Cool. We're gonna just continue. So Arnar, you're in the sewer now. But it's back to Blanco's turn. So Blanco, this guard is right next to you. His sword is stuck in the wall, and the room is filling up. And Arnar's gone. Go for it.
I think it's worth me just maybe like injuring him before I leave. I'm going to attempt.
You
He's
can make
close.
it to the grate with just your movement. So
right,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna exactly. I'm like, I know I can make it to the grate, but at this point, I am just like, I literally am so empowered. I am channeling my family, and I'm channeling like Arnar's strength that I know that he's like this fucking amazing warrior, and I am just like, I have been in battle with him, and he has like shown me like this amazing like ways of like battling, and I am going to give it a go. Let's try and fuck him up.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Baby. Are we looking to disable, or are we looking to, and by disable I mean impair, not disable them? Right. And are you hoping, hoping to like kill?
Doesn't that not depend on how much I roll on dice?
No, you gotta choose though. You can choose though. You can still choose not to kill them.
Yeah, you can choose not to kill them. So I'm wondering what your approach is. Are you like going to like kneecap him? Like break a leg and be like, haha, later.
No,
or are you
I my aim is to give him as much damage as I can at this point, because my concern is he can then call more guards and things like that, and I just want to try and do this sight unseen, because R&R just yelled at me like, fucking take him out.
Yeah, he yells from the hole, no witnesses.
Exactly. That's what you had said, no witnesses.
Also, a couple things I want to do as well in this moment. Inspiration to absolutely everyone for this session, specifically for the scene of the water group convincing Geo to leave, and also just for Blanco and R&R's cohesive teamwork, well-executed dice rolls, and impressive escape plan. Loving it so far. So inspiration for everyone, and you can all have a D8 of inspiration for that.
Ooh, baby.
I have a D8. Already.
Cool, you can have a D12. If you have a D8, it's a D12. If you already have a D12, then, it's a D10 off a D8, then a D12 off a D10, and then a D20 off a 12.
Man, I'm so sad that the D20 plus 4 did jack shit. That was so sad.
Cool. So go for it. Roll your attack, T.
7. I'm trying my advantage. Oh, 7 is my highest. But hang on, let me just add my 13.
13. 13 hits.
Yo!
How do you want to do this? You don't have to roll damage. He's super low at this point. Go for it. How do you want to do this?
I just literally do a sort of spin with my claw, and I just literally take out his windpipe. I am just like, R&R said no witnesses, and I just like, R&R, you're a legend, and I just like
cut through his throat.
Yeah.
Amazing. As you do, you hear the plop of a voice box landing in the water next to him as he stares at you, eyes wide, and just and you can see he's trying to like say something as blood is just rushing and it's just turning the water around you to like a crimson color as he slowly like just falls into the water, tries to grab you, and just collapses in the water.
Let it be known.
Face first.
Let it be known. I did not deal a single point of damage to any of the guards in the basement. Blanco killed all 5 of them.
True. Oh my god.
I then, like, in that moment, I like realize what I've done, and there's a part of me that is like, this is not who I am. I felt like I had almost was seeking some weird revenge that didn't belong to these people that I then was attacking. And I have this moment of like wondering what I am becoming. Is there a level of me that is like so desperate to make retaliation that when I get in these situations that I can't control myself, I'm almost like embarrassed with myself, but I don't know how to deal with that. And as I go down the grate, I make way and I jump down the grate, and I'm almost, there's this level of like, my heart has now like, there's almost a black mark on my heart, not just a black heart in my fur, like from the fire.
Amazing. So, as Blanco lands next to you, R&R, in the sewers, you both look at each other. Barnaby is, yeah. And is just fucking out cold on your shoulders. And at that point, where are you guys heading? You hear in the ear thing, and it goes, you hear the top group being like, we're out of there, we're out. We're heading to the rendezvous. All for like, cool. Then that group like, whoa, don't go to the rendezvous. Yes.
Where are we going? We are successful. We have Barnaby and we killed all the guards. Where are we going?
Holy shit, guys, this is incredible. You both, they've just told me to wait. They're speaking to Constantine, who apparently has some information for us.
Yeah,
What are you hearing, Blake? What are you hearing, Toad?
Blake's heard us. Blake.
Fuck is Blake?
Jared
Arnold-
bumped his head on the way down.
I think it's close if you guys can hear, but they're saying Arnold's asking where to go. I say we should probably meet at Arnold. Do you think our place would be safe to go to? The rendezvous point's been blown. We're thinking about going to.
If I mean
There's
it's
no guard.
downtown, we're likely to disappear down there with the amount of rabble that's being caused right now.
So
Okay.
let's-
So rendezvous at yours. What address is that, or name of the place at least?
Blah 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 blah.
I got it. Oh wait, I got it. I do got it. I do got it. It's
One thing I don't got. darn it.
shit. No, I don't have the name.
I
It's
know.
like
Oh,
horns and it's horns
shit.
something.
Horny,
Sheer
sheer
horniness.
sheer horniness.
Sheer horniness. Thank you.
That's it.
You hear for like a good second as R&R says sheer horniness across the earrings. You
In
hear like a second
completely
of silence,
different face.
and you hear like a second of silence, and Orphan go, seriously?
Yes, it's a manicure place. I don't.
Okay.
What?
Well, me and Serge will meet you there. Imani, we'll see if we can get a message to Imani and have her meet us there as well. What did Constantine tell you? What did he say?
We get in person. It's important, but let's wait till it's something big. But
Okay.
we'll talk.
We'll meet you there. Okay. All for team out. Bye. Later. And you hear like a click, and like then you kind of hear like it in his pocket, like he didn't quite turn his phone off, and he's put it in his pocket. You hear like the rustling as him and Serge are like running, and he's like, "Come on, Serge, keep up."
R&R, get out the map so that we can see the best way through the sewers to your, the manhole to your place.
You pull out the map, and it is sodding wet and no longer functioning.
Fuck. Okay.
You
well-
do have advantage on your wisdom checks. I'll remind you, Blanco, as you still are enhanced by Blake.
Okay. Can
Wait.
I? Can I
Can I
read
blow
the map?
water on it?
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Yes.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I don't have keen mind, but can I roll with observant to see if I can memorize the path backwards and re-extrapolate it?
100%.
Whoa,
Would that be-
that's
And
Investigation,
I will
or-
say you can roll with advantage because Blanco is also probably thinking and trying to use their ranger skills to navigate, as well as
Okay.
having enhanced abilities at the moment from Blake. Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Okay. That's
Oh.
a 20 not nat and a 20 not nat. So 20.
20. Beautiful.
Amazing.
R&R, you have this moment where you go into your mind, and it's almost like you step out of your body, almost like an ethereal form of yourself, and you begin running the path, almost like following it perfectly through the sewers. And you know as well, that there's specifically a sewer grate outside Sheer Horniness that would be a perfect location for you to just pop out of at the other end. And you begin just tracking this route back. And suddenly you see Blanco, you see R&R's kind of eyes close and him kind of like moving a little bit, like vibrating as he's like going through all of this.
R&R, are you okay, R&R? It's some
Give me a moment,
flashback.
please. I am recalculating our route back to sheer horniness.
And suddenly, ding, you arrive at the grate, you come up, you stand in front of the shop, and then rewind all the way backwards, you guys, all the way
Some
back
Sherlock
to you.
Holmes,
Boom.
Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes shit with like the
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Exactly. And then suddenly your like ethereal person steps back and you and click, you open your eyes and you're like, I know.
Let's get moving.
Take the lead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking out for these fucking slime
Slimy
friends.
things.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, first couple things we're going to do before we end this session, because we're right on the precipice. First thing, can the top group, can the water team, can you please make a survival check for me for any random encounters as you rush through this city?
okay.
Survival? Ew.
Well, I'm glad you gave me that DM inspo because a 10, that ain't it.
That ain't the one, son.
Oh, sick. An 18.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be a 12. Should I use my D8? Oh gosh, that's 12. Will be more inspirational. I'm gonna use it because we'll get more later on, probably.
Yeah. This is not
No,
the
that didn't-
only
that'd have been too
inspo.
much. So 13 for survival.
18, 13, 7?
17. 17.
17.
Ooh.
So at one point, as you guys are making your way to sheer horniness, as you're crossing through Gnome City into downtown, you guys hear the footsteps of guards coming. You all step back into like the shadow of one of the buildings as a guard stops in your alleyway, looks down the alleyway towards you guys. All of you are pretty much making eye contact with this guard, but thankfully the shadow is enough to obscure your presence, and he moves on with the rest of his troop through the city as you guys make your way through downtown safely to sheer horniness. Can the sewer team please roll me survival checks for any random encounters in the sewer?
I think you mean the poop troop?
The poop troop, poop troop.
And advantage
I-
Blanco.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say, I roll with advantage, don't I?
Yup.
'Cause-
Is that just one person, or am I doing it too?
Yeah, both of you.
Okay, well.
It's a group pass or fail.
Oh, 6? I'm gonna slap that D out of inspiration on that.
Slap that
17.
puppy.
Slap that. Well,
Well, don't slap the puppy, but you know
Don't
what
slap
I mean. Don't.
3, so 11. No, that's not math. 9.
Nine.
Nine.
Wasn't it? 9.
Okay. What did you have, T?
17.
17 and 9. As you guys are kind of making your way through, you round a corner and you see what is a 9-foot tall gelatinous cube. Just, and you can see embedded in the top section of the gelatinous cube is a skeleton up to his waist, just kind of floating in it. You can see the skeleton himself is holding a shield and a spear in one hand. As you round the corner, he kind of, in the ooze, just turns to face you guys and goes, as the ooze begins moving towards you guys. But then you realize it's moving quite slow. And it's likely that you guys can just run away from this, as the skeleton is like chatting its teeth at you and it's like, and you guys just run past the cube.
That sound was like the anti-ASMR.
That was a good sound. That was some good sound.
And
Bad sound, but good sound.
thank you.
Good bad sound.
And so yeah, you just see this gelatinous cube with a skeleton like try and go for you guys, and you just run past it. And then as you look back, you see the cube kind of rounding the corner slowly, and hit the skeleton still be like just chattering its teeth fucking at you guys.
Following us forever.
As you guys also make it to sheer horniness in one piece. You arrive in through the doors, all of you kind of like tumble in as a bundle into the doors. A few minutes later, Ulfer comes in, and you're all stood in the salon section of sheer horniness. Thank you so much, everyone who watched this episode of the Skyrim. We're so thankful for you taking the time to bear with us and enjoy this wonderful story. We hope you enjoyed this crazy, crazy couple of episodes that have just been happening. And I just wanted to say, we really appreciate it. The cast are, amazing. I'm super thankful as a DM. We hope you're loving it as much as we are. For us at Homie and the Dude, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the YouTube channel, it's free, it helps. Join the Discord to increase our safe, diverse, inclusive, and very interactive space. That's a great place for you to join. Again, also free as it so happens. And then finally, the other thing is if you want to find out where you can get all of our content and information, things like that. The newsletter of Holding lets you know what projects we're working on, behind the scenes content, gives you free D&D supplements that are things from this stream and other streams that we do. So you get to play NPCs and maps and stuff that these guys have played. So if you like that, please subscribe to the newsletter of Holding. And we look forward to seeing each and every one of you and all of you, my cast, in the next episode. See you then.